Effres Associates consists of myself, Stephen Effres, and my oldest son, Justin Effres. We are a family.
We're here to not only get justice for our clients that we represent, but to make things safer for people so that they don't need us in the future.
We had the pleasure of representing a wonderful human being.
And she's working in an office building in Santa Monica. And as she's working upstairs, the defense maintenance company, the largest maintenance company in the country, has a janitor who's mopping up the lobby floor. It's a stone lobby floor. He did not put out any wet floor signs. The janitor mops the area, leaves it wet, leaves the area with no signs. Within 5 minutes, she walks on that wet floor. She steps on a wet area. Her left foot comes down and slips out in front of her. Her right knee crashes down onto the stone floor, and it shatters her kneecap. It was a horrible injury for her.
Shortly before trial, we did 998s, propounded them against the janitorial company and the management company and the owner. And essentially it was $1 million for the janitorial company and $300,000 for the other two companies, with the idea that if the 998 were only accepted by one or two of the defendants, we would go to trial against the other defendant. It wouldn't be as if we really had an empty chair because of the vicarious liability theory.
The defense maintenance company, building owner, and building manager, all of them were united in their defense, which was the janitor didn't do anything wrong. They refused to accept responsibility all throughout the litigation for something that could have happened to any of us. When you watch the video, if you're watching it carefully, it's disturbing what you see. But one of the hurdles was we wanted to make sure that it had the effect that it had on us, on a general audience. The case settled for $1.6 million on the eve of trial when they accepted the offer.
A $1.6 million settlement without a jury trial and a verdict is, to my knowledge, one of the highest, if not the highest, settlement for that type of injury.
Using a company like MotionLit is incredibly helpful because it gives us more tools for our toolbox. It gives us other ways of telling our clients' stories. And I'm always looking for more tools, more ways to help my clients and win.
And the animation shows once the knee crashes into the floor and impacts the floor, it shows beneath the skin what happens to the muscle, the tendon, the tissue, and the bone. And animations are the cutting edge of demonstrative evidence. Things can be done with animation to bring to life information that in the past could never be brought to life in a courtroom.
MotionLit was not only a good company, but they had the most competitive price, and that was the reason why we went with them. The videos have to be accurate, and they cannot be overly gory or bloody. They need to be appropriate for court, and these videos were appropriate and would have been admitted.
It takes something that otherwise would not have been able to be presented in such a way and turns it into something simple, concise, and powerful that can be presented to a jury in a way that helps the jury reach the conclusions that I reached when I first heard the story of the case.